Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate everyone who takes the time out of the day to watch my videos, you know what I'm saying? Today I just wanted to speak about why I think I don't know, like what bro? I just wanted to speak about and talk about why I enjoy playing not necessarily Minecraft by itself, but like I guess in a certain way I like to play single player games, and I kind of just want to elaborate on that if anybody wants to hear my yap about that. So, no script or anything, just gonna talk about it and see what's up. So, I started playing Minecraft just single player like probably like a few weeks ago, bro. Like 3 weeks ago. I never liked to play. Well, I don't even like. I play Minecraft, but I don't like Minecraft like that, bro. Because I usually it's a game that you play with others as multiplayer, right? You play with your friends, you know what I'm saying? And there's always that one meme, right? That it stays. You only play for like 2 weeks, and then the whole server dies, or like it's only that 2 week run, and then it just ends, or the 2 weeks where like everything's going good, and then everything just ends up horrible between all your friends. Like everybody's just destroying each other with TNTs, or just starting a whole war conflict right in the server, right? Um, and I used to play Minecraft right with my old friends, right? We used to have like these old servers. I don't know, maybe it's just me of that mentality, right? Where like you would like want to build like an empire. I don't know, it's kind of just maybe it's just weird on my end, but like when you like play with your friends, right? You're like, oh, I'm gonna build an empire, right? And then at some point, maybe it's just me, but maybe I'm the one that just wanted to like destroy the whole, what is it called? Destroy the whole server, but like keeping all these tools and everything just by myself, and like having these secret bases, and like someday just like destroying everybody's things, and not even like that, bro, because I wouldn't even want to do that to anyone, but like just like have that in case if somebody were to do that to my own base. So like, I just had that in like in background my mind, build like a whole society, like civilization, like having all these tools and whatnot. I guess I don't know where I got that idea from, but in part it's just that you kind of just, well, at least me, I had that idea like, oh no, you play with your friends, you have a good time, you know what I'm saying? I stayed up while playing Minecraft like I can't remember, bro. I used to play like at night too with my friends, you know what I'm saying? Especially during the peak COVID, you know what I'm saying? And then we had like other little things too, like different mods. We had like Pokemon in there as well. Um, but maybe this is just a different topic as to like over time I just started separating myself from not necessarily bad people, but people that ain't in line with my beliefs, right? With following Christ, right? And I respect and all that, of course, but nonetheless, I just didn't have anyone to play Minecraft for, and then in return, I started playing these other games, right? I don't know if anybody plays Overwatch or Rainbow Rainbow Six Siege. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I used to like play this game so much because I always like to play multiplayer because I just enjoyed, I guess, just enjoy playing with like people. You know what I'm saying? Because when you play by yourself, it's kind of just a little lonely, right? You don't really get to, I guess, certain way. It's kind of like you're not socializing or anything like that in a certain way. It's not like you're not really doing much in the game like that, but at least you like have people around you, you know what I'm saying, surrounded you. So I feel a little bit much more comfortable having people all around you instead of just playing by yourself, right? And so I kept on playing like over the years. I don't even play that much anymore, bro, but the times that I did play, I played like these other multiplayer games, right? And then I kind of just sucked at them, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I used to play so much Rainbow. I don't know how many hours I have on that game, but I used to play so much. I used to play at night. I used to like rank, but I used to like play on it like it was my job, you know what I'm saying? 8, 10 hours a day, grind on it, right? Same thing with Overwatch too. And I just started giving up because people were just much more better than me, you know what I'm saying? I kind of just accept that, I'm not the best player or anything like that. And I feel like that's much more peaceful to realize than having an ego saying, oh man, I'm supposed to be good. I'm supposed to be better, but you kind of just realize that there's always gonna be people better than you in in certain aspects, like in a loving way. Not like to put others down or anything, but like there's always someone that's maybe more smarter than you, maybe someone that knows some this, something like that. What I'm saying? There's always something like that which you yourself are part too. You are better in some parts than others. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay, right? And so I ditched playing just multiplayer games just because I just couldn't compete, you know what I'm saying? Especially I just didn't want to grind, because you have school, right? And then you have these chores, right? You know what I'm saying? When you get older, you have these responsibilities, right? You can't just ditch around anymore, right? And now you can't have the time to grind on the game. It's either you grind the game or you focus on real life. And personally, me, I just enjoy real life because, I love life. I love God, you know what I'm saying? I love just enjoying my life and living for Christ every day, right? And so when I used to get on games, it just didn't feel like that. I just felt kind of fake, if that makes sense. It felt virtual that I didn't want to just keep playing that, so I want to build stuff in real life. Nothing wrong with, like I said, if you do play video games or anything, like I said, nothing wrong with that at all. As long as it's just like you play like an hour or two, you know what I'm saying? Or even if it's long term hours, but you always grinding, you always working, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's work or you're doing school, you know what I'm saying? It's fine, you know what I'm saying? But you just gotta make sure you don't let that be an idol, you know what I'm saying? Because we live for Christ, right? Nonetheless, I switched up, I stopped playing those games like after 3 weeks ago. I mean, I stopped playing Rainbow for like a year, bro, because you just gotta know like the angles, you gotta know like the certain recoils, you know what I'm saying? The certain maps, you know what I'm saying? Certain peaks. And then you gotta always have headphones to be able to hear people, and I just didn't want to deal with that. And then so I just left that. I started playing Overwatch, which it was a little bit less sweatier, if you can call it that. But the problem came arising that people were just better, and I just didn't want to put time in that. And especially that, it kind of just rage quit just because, it's kind of just as a team in general, you gotta help each other out, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta know each character, and if you don't know each character, then it's kind of just hard on you, you know what I'm saying? And as well as that, like, I mean, to me, I know there's always gonna be toxicity in the game. That's always been part of the gaming community, but I don't involve myself in toxicity, you know what I'm saying? That used to be the past, like being all that toxic and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But, but after I joined with Christ, you know what I'm saying? I left that and no longer like be saying any toxicity or like be thinking about any of that stuff. And I recommend it for you too, you know what I'm saying? When you leave that toxicity, you kind of get to peace, you play for yourself, you know what I'm saying? You no longer get rage baited, or you no longer like act on your emotions or act by being angry, you know what I'm saying? You just stay in peace, you know what I'm saying? That let whatever happen, and you keep your peace, right? You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I left Overwatch, and then suddenly I just started playing Minecraft. I gave it a chance just playing by myself because I never really played by myself, if that makes any sense. I mean, sure, single player rank works, but like it's not necessarily the same because we were with other people, right? And in Minecraft, it was just me by myself. It wasn't really like, it was just like me in my world by myself. It wasn't really anything. Like I said, we're never really by ourselves. You know, saying Christ is always in us. He's always with us too. So we're never alone. But just playing in the Minecraft world, you kind of just feel that solitary, that like, oh damn, it's just me. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at it, you kind of just want to be around like moving mobs, like the animals or like the villagers, because you kind of feel like, oh look, I'm building another society here, like having other people around here, right? Or like a civilization, for a better words. But what was I gonna say, bro? But yeah, no, I just started playing, and then suddenly I just started getting this like creativity inside my mind where I was like, you know what, I want to start building stuff. And that, like in Minecraft, I never was a builder. I was always always just a miner, you know what I'm saying? Always just mining, always, because I just enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying? I always like the grind, just going down, getting the best loot. I didn't care about the buildings or creating anything. And so suddenly I just started building like all these beautiful things, you know what I'm saying? Well, like in the background you're gonna see, but it isn't really like, to me it's beautiful. Like as a person who just never really like cared about building structures or like building anything. But I know beauty's like subjective, so each to their own, right? But for the first time me like wanted to build and be creative, it was nice because I just started to like be creative, have an imagination. And so I think that's why I think everybody should give like a single player like an opportunity to like play by yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like go play Minecraft, just start doing and creating your stuff. I think the beauty of it is that it's imagination, because we don't have imagination lately. Like sometimes, when you have dreams, you like, even the dreams that you go to sleep all at night, like you rarely have imagination. So at least just me, that I can't like really imagine stuff anymore, because I don't know, I mean, it's kind of just weird, I guess you're so used to, or at least me, so used to just given the idea that you don't have imagination, and then so like you don't want to create stuff. But I guess to a point where like you just want to like create stuff, like use your brain, use your imagination, use God's beautiful gifts, you know what I'm saying, to like know and build, you know what I'm saying, like our brains, God blesses us with these beautiful brains, these beautiful bodies, you know what I'm saying, like he created us as his own image, right? and how we're able to imagine, saying just by waking up the next day, it's something beautiful. It's already a blessing just waking up and thinking about him and praying to him and glorifying his name, right? And spreading his word, right? And sometimes, like, with the knowledge that he's blessed us or blessed me to know how all these things somewhat work, because I always humble myself and be like, yeah, God has and knows every single thing. I know only a portion, and I don't need to know it all. I trust my God, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it is, right? But the imagination and like the knowledge that He's blessed me with, knowing the things that I have, right? I kind of just want to like use that and like build stuff with it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you like write a book and you put your thoughts in there and you're like, damn, this is like, you're pouring like knowledge out into your book instead of just having it in your mind, right? Or sometimes when you're just building stuff, like I said, in Minecraft, right? Or another hobbies too, because I know we have a lot of hobbies, whether it's like fixing our own vehicles, right? Or fixing like wood structures, or like fixing stuff, whether it's from the house or anything like that. So I kind of just want to like build stuff, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Use your imagination. Like all of us should use our imaginations. I think using imaginations builds like beautiful stuff, and also I know that links a lot to like knowledge, books, art. You know what I'm saying? Languages too. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing all this stuff, it's beautiful, and I think that we should use our brains just a little bit more, at least, or maybe not like use them as in being like intelligent in that aspect, because there's only so much knowledge that we can take in our minds, right? Just like, I don't know, I guess it's like the more like not like there's always gonna be much more knowledge to learn, so we don't have to be like the most smartest or like the most perfect. That's why God loves us like the way we are, because only He is perfect, right? And so we just, I don't know, to me at least, I just want to use my imagination. I hope that also this encourages for you to use your own imagination and build your own stuff as well. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we shouldn't use our imagination to create the stuff that we want. You know what I'm saying? We can use the things that we have, the knowledge that we have, to create things. And maybe this hopes that maybe this will inspire someone to go ahead and start doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for listening me out. Just a little bit of thoughts out here. Overthinking thoughts out here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I appreciate everyone who watches me. You know what I'm saying? God bless y'all and have a nice, beautiful day as well. Thank you.